Salut, and welcome to Photo Chats with Nats. My name is Nathalie, and I am a professional photographer and Fujifilm X photographer based here in Johannesburg, South Africa. And I actually have a dog named Spot. So there you go. Today, I want to talk to you about how crazy, amazing, and exciting it feels to get a new camera. Because I got a new camera, and so I want to share that with you. I'm going to first, talk about it, how exciting it was, and, how crazy those feelings were, how okay it is to feel that way, and maybe connect with feelings that you had, how that was. And then I also want to share a few things to be mindful of when you're in this exciting state. So join me as I delve into the craziness of getting a new camera. It's so exciting. I was so excited when I got my latest camera. So I got a new X-T5, a Fujifilm X-T5. No secret there, I think. And if you think that tonight I'm going to talk about functions and buttons and all that jazz, then I'm sorry to disappoint you. I just want to talk about how exciting I was when I got this new camera and everything that goes with it. So I got this camera and I could not wait for it. The days couldn't go by fast enough, and I was there every day checking if the camera had arrived or not, like a little child. And I had a real human experience. It was just, crazy, and hopefully some of you out there can relate to that. When you order something new, a new camera, whatever. Maybe you got a new camera for Christmas or recently, and you picked it up again, or whatever the case may be. And, having that excitement is just, really wonderful. And excitement is so, fulfilling, so positive. It's, making you do all sorts of wonderful things and wanting to, create more and pick up the camera, and it's absolutely fantastic. It was such an excitement for me because this camera I've been waiting for a couple of years. I have been wanting to upgrade, but for details that don't have a place here this evening, I waited, and finally this camera was announced, and it made me so excited that I even wrote a blog post that I called Excited About Being Excited. So if you want to go and read more about that and what that is about, I share a link in the description to this blog, so you can go and read up all about that. But this is not the first camera. I'm a professional photographer, so I upgraded over the years. But already my first camera, my dad gave me when I was around 8. So to be fair, I can't really remember anymore how excited or enthusiastic I was. And I think it was more like, here, child, have a camera, learn photography, it will be good for you. But be that as it may, over the years, as I upgraded a new camera, every time over again, I was just like filled with joy to take this camera and try it out and experience the wonderful world of photography. So I hope that you can relate to that. And, it's totally great to have that feeling because, it makes you want to pick up the camera and go and take pictures. It takes you outdoors and experience, different things, different environments. It makes you meet people and strike conversations. I never leave mine outside at the moment. I'm still, very much in this honeymoon phase, and it's always with me, even now. It's on my desk, it's in my bag wherever I go, and I try and use it and shoot it as much as possible. And, you know, I'm so full of energy with it, and I really want to enjoy and experience it as much as possible. And so should you. So it's totally okay to have that feeling of wanting to take it everywhere, and maybe even drive your family or your friends crazy with, you know, wanting to take another picture. And yeah, and maybe it even makes you think of the things that you want to do. I know when I got mine, I got so, you know, involved in this that I even thought, I think maybe I should do a photo a day, a 365 for a year photography experience project. And, you know, so anything is possible. And, you know, all these thoughts just really help you, you know, immerse yourself in this wonderful feeling. And I really hope you have that, and I really hope that you can relate to that. And I want to support you in you know, doing all of this, because, like I said, it will just, you know, make you go out and shoot, which is so important in photography. But I see there are a couple of comments. So let me just quickly go here. If you haven't watched the previous shows, you may not know that I am self-producing this, as opposed to various other shows that are produced with a whole crew behind me. So they are the ones who then push all the buttons and so forth. But let me just quickly go there, and let me acknowledge everyone here. So there is Thorsten, who says, Guten Abend aus Deutschland. Thorsten, right back at you. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's wonderful to have you here. And then we have Robert, who's back again. Thank you so much for being with us. So that is absolutely phenomenal. And now let me get back and let me try and find where I was. So here we go. So we are all excited and ready and keen to take lots of pictures, and we have a lot of ideas what we want to do with this camera. Like I said, I even thought maybe another photography project. And that may not always be the best idea. So the reason why maybe you're not in the right not frame of mind, but maybe you right now, when you're in this honeymoon phase, maybe you should take a step back and slow down and really focus on, you know, just experiencing this new camera. Maybe you're completely new to photography, and then you don't even really know how these pictures are going to come out. You don't know how the camera feels, you don't know what the buttons are all about, but you want to go out and take pictures. By all means, go and take those photographs and experiment. It is such a beautiful feeling to just, you know, really learn by doing. I absolutely love it, and I can only encourage you to do that. But when you do that with all this excitement, you know, photography is such a widespread field. There are so many things you can do with it, and there are groups, there are forums, not even to mention gear and accessories that you can buy for your camera, which seem endless. So if you act on this overwhelming feeling right away, you may overcommit to something. Maybe you want to sign up, like me, want to sign up to another project, which is a little bit crazy. Anyone who knows me knows that there are a lot of things on the go in my life at the moment. So there is no ways I can also commit to taking a picture every day and publish it. As much as I would love to, it's not going to happen. And that's okay. And, you know, when you step a little bit back and are mindful, then you realize maybe, you know, you go and take pictures with your camera first without needing to have this pressure of producing something proper, because you don't know the camera, and that's okay. You just really want to have the urge to pick it up and take pictures without having to produce anything, and without anyone having to look at it. You don't want to post now your pictures on on Facebook, and then there's trolls and that they bash you down, and then the next time you'd think twice about, picking up this camera again. So, you don't want to do that. Even more so, you bought a camera, now there's other lenses or other gear, other accessories that maybe you think you need. So while you're so enthusiastic, just, all these things will still be in the shops in a couple of months, weeks' time. First try out what you have with what you have and leave all these bigger decisions for another day. I see that I have a question here from Torsten. So let me go back here and let's see what he says. So for all of you who don't know, I also live stream a series that is around recipes for Fujifilm cameras. And Torsten is an eager viewer in the audience, and he's always there. And he's got a question about the X-T5. And he even writes in German. If the X-T5 also saves all the custom settings like the X-E4, or if it's like the predecessors. So this is a very specific question, but let me quickly ask anyway, because it's really cool that you ask questions and that you're here, and I only encourage that. So that is wonderful. So Torsten, from of what I've been working with at the moment, so the X-T5 is similar to the X-E4, that it saves additional settings that you can enter. But like I said, it's very specific. I'm very happy to discuss this offline a little bit further. But for now, yes, it is similar to the X-E4. Thank you so much for the question. If anybody else who's watching also has questions and wants to ask, please feel free anytime. I'm more than happy to, answer them and to answer them live, or even later. If you're watching this and the show is no longer live, then I will definitely still answer all your questions as best as I possibly can. It is a great pleasure, Torsten. And so this is really the guts of what I wanted to speak to you about today. This wonderful feeling of, having new gear, having it in your hand and experiencing it, and maybe developing a little bit of mindfulness that comes with, owning new gear. If you think, and I thought she would give me some tips here and there, don't you worry, that's coming tomorrow. I will be talking to you tomorrow about what I think are important steps, the first important steps to consider when you get a new camera. So it will be a little bit more meaty and beefy compared to today. So I hope you will join me for that episode again. And in order to do so, I ask you to please subscribe and like if you do so. And why don't you share it with your friends and invite others who you think might also enjoy the show or have questions that you would want me to answer. That would be absolutely wonderful and would be highly appreciated. And that's it already for today. I will see you all again tomorrow. Same place, same time, for another episode of Photo Chats with Nat. Goodbye.